Where will he be when his day is like a year? I addressed this subject at that lecture, tried to get the tape recording, and it was very, very clear to me that the answer provided in the hadith of Sahih Muslim, hadith of Tamim al-Dari, the answer is the island of Britain. That in a day which is like a year, Dajjal is in Britain. And so from Britain he begins his struggle. It is Britain in 1970, the British government, Lord Balfour, issued a declaration that it is the official policy of the British government to now work for the establishment of a Jewish national home in Palestine, in the Holy Land, 1970. And then in 1919 it was Britain that liberated the Holy Land. General Allenby, the British general, led the army which defeated the Turks. And then Britain became the controlling power controlling the Holy Land under the mandate of the League of Nations. And from 1919 to 1948, Britain ruled the Holy Land. And then in 1948, Britain acted as the midwife for the baby to be born, the State of Israel. But then, strange thing happened. The Britain, which was the superpower in the world, is suddenly replaced by the United States of America. And I gave in that lecture 3 pieces of compelling evidence. 3 pieces of compelling evidence to mark the moment when that transfer of power took place from Britain to the United States. But when the United States became the ruling state of the world, the United States now continues that special relationship with Israel to build Israel, to nourish Israel, to arm Israel to the teeth, so that eventually Israel can be a super-state. My understanding is that the day, which is like a month, is now the United States. But if you have a different answer for the day which is like a year, which has to be an island, then please tell me which island it is. Please tell me which island it is. If you differ with me, tell me which island it is. Because Sahih Muslim mentions an island. And if you differ with me about the second stage, where a day is like a month, that it is not the United States of America, then tell me where it is. I hold the view that a day which is like a month is about to end. About to end. And then a day which is like a week will commence. But in a day which is like a week, Israel is going to be the ruling state in the world. Yes. What will bring about that change? I'm a student of international monetary economics. I studied it in Geneva. When I go to Kuala Lumpur, I have to deliver a lecture on the subject Islam and International Monetary Economics next Friday night. I am anticipating that the US dollar is going to collapse because it's fraudulent. But I don't have the time to explain to you how it is fraudulent. The whole world of paper money is fraudulent. But when the US dollar collapses, it's not going to be like Indonesian rupiah. Indonesian rupiah can collapse and the system can still survive. Turkish lira can collapse but the system can still survive. But when the US dollar collapses, it will bring down the whole system with it. If you wait until that day to come to prepare for it, and the day comes and you're not prepared for it, then you and I will look like jackasses on that day. Jackasses. We have the Quran, they don't have it. We have Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, they don't have it. We are in a position to anticipate this because we have the truth. But we're blind, couldn't see. And so we never anticipated the collapse of the international monetary system. We never anticipated the day would come when all our paper money is going to be like wallpaper. What do we do in preparation for that day? The Prophet said that the time will come when nothing will be of value as money except for dinar and a dirham, gold and silver coin. Those who have the gold and silver at that time will rule the world. And there are probably some of them who are listening to me now to go and buy the gold. But what about those who don't have gold and silver? What do? How do you respond to riba? This is the subject I taught in Indonesia, and even in Kampung they were able to understand it. Even in Kampung they were able to understand it so easily. You have to build the micro market. The micro market. And the micro market must not be so big that it can threaten the macro market. When the macro market collapses, the micro market can survive. The micro market must have its own money, rare money, gold and silver. But when gold and silver are scarce in a market, the hadith says that you can use a commodity. They use dates, for example, in Medina. So I asked them in Java, what would you use? And even in Kampung they could give me the answer. We use rice as money. So when that market collapses, as it is going to collapse, this market will survive. But in order for this market to survive, it must be like a Muslim village. In order for this Muslim village to survive, listen to me, Singapore. You have to be self-sufficient in food. You cannot be dependent on supermarkets for food. The Prophet said, if you have land, hold on to your land. The Prophet said, if you have animals, hold on to your animals. So the Muslim village must be self-sufficient in food. So go and look for land where land is cheap. I don't think that's illegal. No. Go and look for land where land is cheap. And where there is water. And build a Muslim village. You don't have to live in a mansion. You can live in a beautiful bamboo house and still have a heart that worships Allah and live a life free from debt. That village will produce its own food, not genetically re-engineered stuff. It's real food. And so that village will be independent and self-sufficient in food, so they can't starve you. But Surah Al-Kahf speaks of something else. The village must be self-sufficient in energy. Energy must not come from electricity. Price going up all the time. Gasoline price going up all the time, and then Bandung erupts in riots. And Chiputat in riots. It happened yesterday, the other day. Where are you going to get your energy from? Where will you get your energy from? Sunshine. وَتَرَى الشَّمْسَ إِذَا طَلَعَتْ تَزَاوَرُ عَنْ كَهْفِهِمْ ذَاتَ الْيَمِينِ Surah Al-Kahf. So we have to develop, the technology is already there. All that we have to do is to make it economical in cost. To transform sunshine into solar energy. And so the Muslim village in the micro market is independent in energy. I tell you, the IMF is going to hate you. And the World Bank is going to hate you.